So this is our activity mainly. So first we do the configuration of the FortiGate. So this this system can give to internet access, or this system also get access to the SSH and HTTPS. And also in between this configuration we can also check the CLI logs, CLI command, and also logs, so to identify the how the packet flow is happening on the FortiGate, so we can troubleshooting when required. We are going to work on this lab today, as we already discussed. So you can see there is a one inside zone and another is the internet zone, and we can configure the site VPN in later course of the lab, but not today. Anyway, so if you want to go to the check these things, so first we have to check that configuration on that switch. So if you double click on that, and you can see, you can just start it already. I can already start it. This is the internet switch, and if you are enable that, and you can show IP interface, and then you can go the brief. So you can check this IP address of this switch. So you can think there is a 3.4 192.168.3.4. so you can see that is this IP. And then let me connect it to this internet router 01, and then you log in to the internet router 01, and then make it enable, and okay, show IP interface. So now you can change, this is a 3.2. so this is the 3.2, and let me connect it with that router also. And there is some error, I think there is not impacted much more. And you can show IP interface and brief. So and there is a 3. So you can see this is a 4, and all this IP is getting from this internet, our internet physical internet router, which is connected on back of this cloud. And also the my system, whole the system that I am working from, this is also on this behind this cloud. So I can, my system also I can able to access this all the things. So now now let me go to this is the router 1, and you can see, and this is the router 1. so there is another configuration I can show, and you can check the running configuration, and you can see that there is already configured the SSH is already configured. So there is a SSH is already configured. Also the HTTP is also configured, so you can do the HTTP on this server also, and all the SSH also. And then you can see on that router also, you can check show run, and see there also they configure the HTTP and HTTP and SSH. So let's test this thing from the outside or internet PC. So let's connect that PC only, and this is also 16. So you can see there is the 192.163.16. okay, now you have to be just let me do the SSH to this server 3.2 192.168.3.2. let's do that first. 192.168 and 3.2. so if we try to connect this server, you can see this the prompt is coming. I know that I can able to log in also. If you try to know HTTPS on that particular router, I think that also you able to do that. So for that you can do HTTP and then colon IP is 192.168 and 3.2 is yes, right? Yeah, this is a 3.2. so you can put that 3.2. so and see this is also HTTP prompt is coming. So from there the same thing happen for that also, the same thing can happen on that on that 3. so as well as, so let me try to connect the 3, this 3, and I already tested that from this this system. I tested that router connected with SSH as well as HTTP, and let's try to do that for that router also. So let me do this 192.168 and 3.3. so 3.3 is this router. So let me to try to and you can see this SSH prompt is coming, and you can able to log in that, and instead of 2 we can just put that Okay, so first what you do, you just delete all the configuration, relevant configuration on this FortiGate, so I can start with the crash, so for you can understand better on that. So let whip the configuration. Okay, now whip the configuration and then start this FortiGate again. It takes some time, not much time, but takes some time. Let me try. Yeah, it is now boot up. So after boot up, we can configure this FortiGate, and so first we can configure the interface definitely. So first we can check what interface is getting. So first we can get configure the interface. So and we can connect this FortiGate GUI through our internet access, because I have only 3 interface on that FortiGate. So I connect this management GUI from this from the internet site from my system, and then we can configure this port 2 for the LAN, and later on my lab, not today but next lab, maybe I can configure site to site VPN, and then we can do the also troubleshooting part on the site to site VPN. So I request you all, so please subscribe my channel for the further different type of exciting FortiGate lab video deployment and troubleshooting, as well as Palo Alto and Azure cloud also. So if you really interested to learn those technology, you can, I think, request you to please consider me to consider my channel to be subscribed, and it's very helpful for me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is up now. Please log in with the default admin, and now there is no password. Let me give the password. Admin @123. So and then admin @123. So this is my new password. First step that we need to do, we just check the IP address of the FortiGate. So what to do? Show system interface. So let me check the configuration first. So you can see that in the port 1 is already configuration or in the DHCP, and port 2 or port 3 physically is connected. Okay, this is not DHCP. So our port 1 is connected to this internet. So I expect that it should get the IP address. Let me check that. Now we can come on this escalation, and then you can check. Yeah, this is get the IP address is 3.11. So 3.11 is the IP address of our so let added here. So it's good for our further understanding. So now it is 11. So now this is our port 1 interface IP. Now we try to connect for FortiGate. So let's log in on that. So now you can see that there is no license. VM is not licensed. So what to do? You can enable the evaluation license. So let me license this. Now put the thing. So now I can add the that license. So temporary evaluation license. Now system is being rebooted. After system is rebooted, then we can able to connect and go the configuration for the configuration. So now go to the the port, and then go to the on the edit. On the edit you can check there is a manual configuration. By default is the DHCP. So put IP address of 192.168.1.1 and /24. Now you also enable the DHCP on this port. So go to the enable the DHCP, and for that you have to provide this IP range should be 100 to 110, and then you specify the default gateway, and then you can specify the DNS as well as. So DNS is 8.8.8.8. so this is a DNS should be enabled, and then go to the OK. Now you can see you can configure this port and also the DHCP. So for verify that thing configuration, you go to that go to show system DHCP server. So you can check this total DHCP configuration. So this is our second this is the by default configuration is already existing on that existing, and this is one that we are configured. Now let's check if this DHCP provide the release or not. Let me check that. Execute and then DHCP and then release, and then go to the list and then enter. Still now there is no list is to be provided from that DHCP. So just go to that server again, and then just stop and start this server, or you can just log into this and then go to the network infrastructure adapter, then you can disable and then enable. So there's already IP is getting, so that is all that, and you can say that there is a DHCP server is 1.1. Anyway, so let go to our next steps. So next check that if I able to ping this ping our system, ping our interface or not. Ping 192.168.1.1. We are not able to ping this IP, so go for that you have to go to this interface, or you can check from there also. Show system interface. So you can check there is a no ping is allowed. Basically the allow access is not there. So you can configure from here also, or you can you just configure from GUI also. Let me configure from here only. Configure system interface, and then you do the edit and then port 2, and you can see allow you're going to set allow access SSH HTTP it is required, or I don't know it is required or not, but still, and then ping and HTTPS, and then you have to put the end. So if you go to the end, then it also reflected here also. You go to the interface and go to that and see there is a ping is to be should be. Now there should be pingable. If it's not, then there is another issue. You can able to ping that. So we are able to ping that, and that is good. So yeah, we are getting the ping here now. So so let me check now what happened now. Till now what we do, we just configure this interface is already get the IP address from that DHCP, and this is also I configure manually this interface IP, and I can configure the DHCP here. So this system get the IP address. Now if we try to access this system, we are not able to access because we don't have any policy. So let me check step by step. Okay, so first thing what you need to check, you check the root is there or not. So for example, let me do the some checking of the root, and you can get the get router info routing table, and then you can go to the all. So on routing table you can see there is a one static root is by default it is provided from the DHCP only. So this is actually added here, and this is also directly connected. So everything is been going by default to this this is our internet router, physical internet router. Okay, so let me check that. If I try to access this routers, okay, router 1 and router 2, so are these route is also be there? Always there default route there should just work, but let me check also, right? So how we can check? So for that we can get router info routing table details, and then IP is to be 192.168.3.3. So 1.3.3, one is 3.4. So see that there is a route, but if there is any policy for this router, so let me check that also. For that you have to use a diag firewall, and IP rope, you can say lookup, and then source is 192.168.1.100, which is getting from the DHCP as you already show there, and do any random port to port. And then what is the destination? 192.168.3.3, and then port is we are using the HTTP and SSH, so let's do the SSH, and then you have to protocol 6 because 6 is for the TCP IP. So turn to the TCP IP port, and then is a what I know that is the source interface. When it says PORT port 2, so you know there is no policy is configured. It is going to the policy number 2. So what we have to do? We have to configure the policy first to access this this 2 IP. So let create the policy. So go to there, and then go to there, and then in the policy. So let go to this there, and then go to firewall, and just create the policy. So LAN to INT ROUTTR router 01. So LAN to INT router 01. So incoming interface obviously 2 and outgoing obviously 1. Now we can the source for source we can use the create that address LAN subnet. Okay, so LAN subnet is what? 192.168.1.0 and /24, and you put this in there also. And then it is okay. So there is a LAN subnet. I can add the LAN subnet. For destination, we can specify the 2 destinations. So let's do it from let do it from here for now. But in the next policy, we can do from the directly for address group. So let me INT ROUTR 01. So what is the INT router 01 IP? And when you can go to there, this is 3.2 192.168.3.2. So let's do that. 192.168.3.2/32. So this is our INT router 1. So you can put the destination is INT router 1. Okay, so I can give the IP also here, so that is been better understanding. So let me do and enable this policy and okay. And service, you can service specify the service. If you want to services the HTTP, and then you can go the SSH. not SSH. Okay, and then go to the OK. So now you have to create policy, but if I can change here the name, what happened? Let me do that. So name, if I change router 01, and I can put the IP address 192.168, then dot 3.3, sorry 3.2. This is our router 3.2. 3.2 is the router IP. So make it OK, and then we create the new range, new address. This is 3 INT ROUTR 02, and the IP is 192.168.3.3. Okay, and you can do this thing here. So see, there is a two router, router 1 and router 2, and this is actually reference to one policy. When you click here, so you can check that is the one policy is reflected here, but there is no policy. So for that, we go to again the firewall policy and create another policy. So it is LAN to INT ROUTR 02, and incoming interface is obviously port 2, outgoing is port 1, and the source is the LAN subnet, and destination is router 2. Okay, and service is here also. We can put the all. I already make the one for us. Both the case you can see that we are not enable the NAT. So question is that are you require the NAT or not? Now that is very important to understand. If we are not enable the NAT here, I am not able to access this router unless we can put the back route, because this is a directly connected network. So I can provide the one back route or one route for this network and point it to this firewall. If we are not able to do that, then we need to be NAT this IP. So traffic when coming from this host and should go with this interface IP, then it is work, unless you need to provide the back route. But this is possible only for our local internet or WAN subnet, but for the internet it is not possible, because internet not know about your local network. It is not directly connected also. Then you only internet is only work if we have configured the NATing. So let test the both. First let do here, and then on the port 3 let configure the back route. Okay, so go to the enable and then configure, then terminal, and then IP route IP route 192.168, and then you can 1.0/255.255.255.0, and pointed to this for that is pointed to this 3.11. Okay, so yeah, it is number 2, and then pointed to the 192.168.3.11, and then you can exit the thing. So now what happened, this router will be connected, and if your router is want to reach this network, you go to this FortiGate, and FortiGate have already local route configured for that, and also the policy, outbound policy is there. So if there are outbound policy, there should be the inbound policy also. The same policy work as outbound and inbound, and we are able to access that. So let's check that, and then also let go to this switch also, and then I say what is the routing configuration. Show run. Now let's do that check, and then I can show run IP route also. You can Now there is also one route is already configured. Okay, so no problem that. Then you go to that. Okay, so now what to do? Now go to on that system first. Let me ping. Okay, so ping, what to ping? Ping 192.168.3.3 and you can get the ping. So you get the ping, but the session is created. Now some do the CLI tools or CLI command tools, so verify the packet flow. So for that I go to this firewall, and now I can able to ping that. So you can do the gate system session and then going to the list. So you see that this is our source IP and this is our NAT IP hopefully, and this is our NAT IP. Okay, and this is my system IP. What system I am working? This system is this. And now so I don't have clarity from this output because I need to be grab the command. So grab is 190. Always grab with the destination. I think that's better. So grab with 190.168.3.3. So you can see there is a no session is showing here. Why it is not showing here? Let's ping again and just go to here and just test. I can see now there is ICMP showing because the session table is not been stay for very long. So now you can see what to say. This ICMP packet, this is the source, this is the destination, and this is the and this is the IP. Okay, so what do you check? Think there is a NAT should be happened. So if it is there, then you have to disable that and then test again. So by default, you see the NAT is enabled for router 2. Let me disable that first. So let me disable the NAT. So you can from the output you can understand, right? So NAT is this IP is for NAT, the source NAT. See that source NAT. So source NAT I don't need that. I can check this without source NAT. So now source NAT is disabled, and then we can ping, and I not able to ping. So as source NAT I don't able to ping. Now I have to check why it is not able to happen. So this is a 3. Okay, and what is our source NAT? It should be ping. Why not pinging? Show IP route. So this is the source, this is the destination. I don't know why it is a via 3.2. So let's check the root table. Show run including section. So you can see there is a 2 root for this thing. I think that is a problem. So let disable that. Okay, so but before that let's check if the session table is created or not on that. So let me do that again and check how the session table is not working or not. See, session table is created. Now so you can see that session table is created without the source and IP. Session table is created with the source and IP, but still. So as we check that now, I can change the route here. So you can check here. So this is the route, and then if you are and show IP route, and there should be still I don't know why. Let again show run IP show run, including section rout. Okay, so I need to delete that. Config terminal and no, this is so already you can see that one troubleshooting problem also. So now what happened, you can just remove that and then go to this Windows 7 and let ping that, and you can see now it is pinging happen, and make note that is happening without the NAT. So confirm that you go to there and get system session and list, and then you can go to the grep and grep 192.168.3.3 and see there is a one session is created for that, and then there is no NAT. So no NAT, static NAT configure, still it is work because this they have the router have the root for this network. So this is the first thing that we understand and troubleshooting the thing. Now one thing we learned as a session command. Now session command we can use from the different way, like we can use the diag session, and then we can check that list also here. So now we can see the details of this session, and that is not possible because in the production there is a huge amount of session list. So you need to the session filter, and filter you have to be source, or you can use the destination address d, and then what you do, and then you can say destination IP DST. Okay, so DST IP, what is this IP? 192.168.3.3 as per the grep command and get command. You can use the grep, and the same way you can see there is no session because we have to initiate then ping again. So let me initiate the ping again and go to there and check it and say that a session is to be generated. So what session? Tell that you. So still that this is the protocol 1 of definitely protocol 1, and this protocol 1, and then you can, this is source and this is destination, and this is the destination and this is the source. So both the source and destination session is to be generated. So that is very important. Now if you want to write to the same way that we already have, so for that another router. So are you able to ping that router? First you can ping, then you can take the HTTPS another. So let's try that. These are 2. So first what to do, you have to check there is any policies configure for that or not. For that we can go diag, and then you can firewall, and then you can check IP probe, and then look up, and then you can give the source is 192.168.1.100.11, and destination will be 192.168.3.2, and this is maybe 22, or you can use the ping also 1, then you can use the protocol 1. Protocol is 6 and source interface is port 2. So see there is one policy is already there, and you can go to the details on this policy. You can check the diag firewall IP probe, and then IP probe, then you go to the list I think, and then go to the grep, and then -a, hyphen then go to the 14 index index is equal to 1. So you can see that is the details of this policy, and say that is been there. So we can have the policy from 1.0 to 2552 2.2. so there is a policy is already there. So and we also check the root already. So the policy there is the root get router info routing table DETLs and then 192.168.3.2. so this routing table also there. Okay, now if I try to ping this, and here also you can port 80 and port 22, but our ping is not there. So let's try with the, and also add the ping here also, okay, for testing purpose. Very important, because here why it is ping happen, because I can put the allow. Now we can use the ping. Okay, now just add the ping here, so we can able to ping also in the router 1. So there is a router 1, so already there is a 2 service that is already configured, one HTTP and HTTPS. We'll add the ping here, so SMB ping, and then the close, and then you can make the OK. So now we can have the router 1 and router 2 policy, and then one policy have all allow, and then second policy is to be specific. Now you can add one custom option, this is called heat. So I think that is could be helpful. So this count, so let's add the heat count, so we can check how much heat count this policy have. So now let's go to back to there, and then you can ping, so you can have to ping. So now there is a policy, but still you can see that we're not able to ping. Now we can able to ping 3, which is all allowed, and but we're not able to ping the, so we need to troubleshooting that. There is issue with the anyway in that, and also we can go to the internet and that not be able to ping also as well. So for the troubleshooting this purpose, we need to enable some log, so which is been actually very helpful. So for that we go to there, and then the policy. Now so let allow the log here. So just you can edit and enable the log, all logs in both of the case, and also in the implicit deny you also add the log. Okay, so let allow the log also, enable the log. So now if before that you can just check this log. Now get to the forward logging, and then go to the forward traffic. You see nothing is there, but when I can enable this thing, you can able to see that log is to be on forward table as well. So then you have to go to the enable and apply. You can see now, and then you can see the log here also. So let's try to try to ping this. First we try to ping which is working, then ping 1. This is a local traffic that should be not there in this. Then 2. So you can see that as well as 3 and 2 both are pinging now. But what happened, for that you have to check here only. So then go to the forward table. You can see that forward table, the DNS traffic is to be not, because there is no for the there is no policy for the internet. Okay, and if you check for some time, then you can check the ping that I am doing, that will also show here. But okay, so now let's check the session. For that, for example, now we can check the session. So get system AC session, and then if you do the list, and you can put that grep gap and 192 2.168.168.3.3.3.2 3.3 and also 8.8.8 sorry 8.8.8.8. Now let's try again the same thing. So let's ping 2, ping 3, and also ping 8. So now again I go to the firewall and check. 8 is nothing there, 3 is, you can see that, and 2 as well as you can see the ping. Now in the case of 2, you can see there is a source NAT is also showing here, but for 3 it is pinging without source NAT. So our objective, we're not able to configure the source NAT for the local network, because this is actually our local network, local internet network. So that's is why I don't want to enable the NAT on this, not NAT on this policy. Here you can see that a lot of output, you can see that 2 and 3 both are pinging, and that both are accepted, but still by this policy, but it is not allowed. Now add another point here. I think that is action. So what action is happening here? So accept, ping is accept, that is to be denied. Ping application accept, and then action is also accepted, but we're not able to get the ping. Both the cases are ping, but let's check that policy and the firewall. See, there is a NAT is enabled, and we want to disable this NAT. So let's test that and disable it and then check. So for 182.168.3.2 I disable the NAT. So now if I go to the session, and maybe now there is no session because session is closed, and for 8 also there is no session, because 8 is not, why it is 8 is not session, because there is no policy for the 8. You can check that if there is no policy, then session is not been initiated. So if we check with the command that I can already show here, so diag, and then you can go to the firewall, then you can IP pro lookup, and source is 192.168.1.100 and then 111, and then destination is 8.8.8.8. then put the 53, and then protocol is 6, and source interface is port 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 2. So there is no policy, but in case of that rest of the two router internet router 1 and 2, there is a definitely there is a policy. So 168.1.3.3 3.3, and then you have to port protocol 22, and there is a policy, and if you want to that too, there is a policy. And you can also check the show firewall policy 1 and also 2. Here you can check the configuration, but details, if there is, you can check with the command that I already show you. So that is this. So now what happened after that, we can disable the NAT. Our ping is happening or not. So earlier you can see that we can both the ping 1 and 2 and 3. Now I not able to ping the 8 because this is no policy that I can already show, and the session is not also created. Okay, and there is I think minus n can, so there is a ping for 3, but there is no ping for 2, definitely other than 1, because there is no NAT, source NAT. So why it is not pinging? Because if there is 3 is pinging, so why it 2 is not pinging? That is the question. So let's troubleshooting that as well. So let's see. So first we can see that to have the policy, to have create a session, but it is not pinging. So let me start very simple, basic. I think from basics let's start do the sniffer. Okay, so let's do the diag sniffer. What to sniffer? Packet all the port, and then you can go to the host 192.168.1.100 and the and destination is destination. What is the destination? 192.168.3.2. that is destination. Okay, now this should be any. This packet is to be this actually interface any. Now we can able to get this filter done, and you can go and just ping this and see what happened. You can see the packet is sending, okay, but no packet is receiving. So it is very clearly understand this issue is not belong to the firewall, because if this is belong to the firewall, then back traffic should be there. If it's not, back traffic is not, reverse traffic is not there, that is the meaning. Then if is there is what happened, we can sending the packet to this router, but no reverse traffic is coming from this router. So that is the question, that is the issue. Or if we go the further, using the debug pro command, and you can check actually what is happening. On this point you have to make sure that okay, this is not the firewall issue. If the firewall issue, then there is a back traffic, and then still if the traffic is not pinging, then this should be the firewall issue. So what do we check? You can check the root, and let me repeat that. You can check the root, get router info routing table, and then you can details, and then 192.168.3.2. so we have routing, we have also the policy. I think that already there. So there is a policy. So there is also policy. The routing is there, policy is there, and if you go to the policy details, also you can show diag. Let me do also firewall IP pro, and then list. Then you can say that grep minus a 14 index is equal to 1. So what do you show here? You can show here that this is action is accepted. This is not the denied traffic. The zone 4 to 5 zone is not mentioned here. So this is the source, and this is the destination, and this is the all this port is allowed 80. Okay, so this is there. Also you can ping allow or ping also 1. So I can check it on this here also. For 2 there is all these things to be allowed. So there should also, if you want, I can try other also, HTTP and XFTP for better clarification. So let's try with that. This is a 2, right? So let me open first let me open the 192.168.3.3. this is a router 2, and you can see that is a prompt. But if I try to 192.168.2.2, this is outer one, sorry 3.2. 3.2. What happened? No prompt is coming, and no prompt is coming, but you can see the session is generated, and you can say that get system session list, and then grep grep 192.168.3.2. Try again and go to the thing, and then so you can see the session is being generated, but it is not go through the traffic. And then you can do the sniffer also. If you go to the sniffer again, then also you can find out that only the one-way traffic. Okay, so that is the thing. So anyway, now what you can do, just you can say that okay, there is no issue in the firewall, so you can go outside that firewall. For example, maybe in the router there is issue or anything, switch up the issue. But before that we will last try another tool. This is called diag flow. So till now we are testing the routing, we can test the policy, we can test the session, we can do the sniffer packeting. Now let's do our last tool for the troubleshooting of the FortiGate is the debug flow. So let's do that, and after that we can check with that another options. Okay, so now we can go to the check the diag flow. So what to do in the diag flow? So for that, what diag flow we need to do? First, that should be understand. So what happened now when you try to telnet or ping or HTTPS, it is not working. It is working for that router 2, but it is not working for the router 1. So and we can check that session is to be established. Also you can check that policy is there, and also you can check that and the and sniffer you can not see the return traffic. So on now I can definitely say that is the issue with the router, but for understanding what actually happened, so on the firewall itself, we try to use the debug flow. For that we go to the diag debug. So reset. So whatever that is already there, it can be reset, and also you can clear also. So you can clear. So there is no clear command anyway. So you can reset that, and then what to do? We just set the new configuration, new command. So the console, and then timestamp enable. So first command you can enable the timestamp. So the time is shown in the debug. Now it is going to configure the diag debug, and then flow, and then filter. So existing there is no filters configured, so there is nothing, everything by default. Now filter, you have to be configure what you want to configure. You can configure the source address, and you have to configure the destination address. Show ADDR, and source is 192 dot, because our system IP is 1.100, and that there is a destination address of DDR is 192 3.3.3.2. okay. Now this is not enough, you have to add more of things. So filter, instead of filter you can configure the show. Show means show, and then IP prob enable, and then you can configure function show function enable. So what you do, we just check the debug timestamp enable, we can do the filter, and then we can do the show functions. Now I think we are good to go with the starting that our debug session. For that we need to configure the diag debug filter, diag debug flow, and then you can trace and start how much 100 and now you can configure diag debug enable. Now everything is to enable. Now go to the system and try to reconnect the things. So let me connecting the new, or you can say that connecting the duplicate session and see what happened in the. You can see a lot of messages coming. Okay, so this is message coming. Let's check that message. What is showing? This is showing that this is source, the destination, the source port, destination port. Very good. What to say that then IP, now it is showing there, and now we can go here and then you can check one place. There is a root is also, instead of there is a function IP pro check, so you can get the routing also. You can find the root. Okay, and find the root, and then you go back. Then what happened, you can check the policy match also, and policy accepted. Okay, then policy accepted is done. So you can check the root policy, everything is to be done. Then policy 1, and then message allowed by the policy 1. So everything is to be fine, and then find existing session, original direction, and then go. And you see that I think everything is to be say smooth. Origin direction, and you not find anything. Find the existing session, origin direction. So traffic is to be through from there. You know, nothing is to be there in this debug flow as well. So you understand that the session has been created and everything is to be done, but what is the issue that is not been clarified here. So this is not the issue in the firewall that has been confirmed, because existing session is already there. Session is a build up. So if session is a build up, then there should not be the issue. So what could the issue? Then you have to definitely can confirm that okay, there is no issue on our firewall. So definitely the issue is in the outside maybe switch and maybe router. First start with the router and say here. So we can do one thing. We just definitely that could be the related to the show IP route. So you can see that the show IP route, there is a default route and one is in the connector side route is a 10 dot. This is actually the IP is right, but network is not right, because network is different. And there should be 1. So you have to be so you can find out the issue. There is a reroute issue, and show run and section route, and then we have to just remove this route and then reconfigure the route. So now we understand how we can troubleshooting the FortiGate if the issue is in the FortiGate or outside the FortiGate. So you can make the no, and then now we have to provide the 1. So now I think hope it is work. I will not copy that. Okay, do WR. So our thing is now good. Let me check. First check 192.168.3.2. Yeah, it is good now. So now you can get the connection. So if you understand today that there is a 2 issue we find out. There is also the routing issue. There is one routing issue. A firewall have don't issue on anything in related to that, and you are able to connect now. So for the output, you can also check here also. You can check that details here also. So find the existing session and origin direction. The same thing is there. So now what to do? You can disable also. Thus disable debug. Disable. So now if you can understand I can go through the 2 issue, which is in the outside of the firewall. Now what happened? Let me try for the internet and see what actually happened. But internet, if you try to internet from this system, it is working. It is also not working. Now why it is not working? Let's check that. Now we can say that Google is not working, right? it will not working, and as well as Google ping also not working. Here we know the issue, but let's understand our firewall, what is output firewall showing, because we know there is no policy, but still let's see what firewall is saying. So let me try to get the system session list. So you can see there is a no, even I am pinging that, you don't get any. Let's try with the .8. So there is sorry, you can see there is a no session, because you have to try to ping this, but session is not there. Because why session is not there? Because there is no policy, because that is we already checked. So let's check it again. So how can check? Diag, firewall, IP row, lookup, source is 192.168.1.100. Anyway, destination is 8.8.8.8 and 53. Maybe you can do that. And then protocol is 6 and port is port 2. And see, there is no policy, because policy is a default policy. So that I can know, because that is why. Okay, now let us sniffer the packet again. Sniffer PA packet is up for any port. Okay, now source is host host 192.168.1.100, and the destination is host 8.8.8.8. okay, and you can see that, yeah, this is to be sending, but no reverse packet is there. So Control C can say that packet is going, but no reverse packet is there. Also in the log also you can see the same result. Forward log you can check and go to the details. It is denied by implicit policy. See, there is implicit policy. So then what to do? Now we need to do that, create the policy, but definitely there is a very mention here that you need to create the policy with the NAT enable, unless this is not working, because internet not know about this network. Network zone is known about our LAN zone, but internet is not know about my LAN zone. So that is why it is very compulsory that you configure the source NAT. If you configure source and the policy, that will be work. So go to the policy, then go to the firewall, then create new, to say LAN to INTER, LAN to internet. Very exciting to enable the LAN on this LAN zone. Source would be definitely LAN subnet, and destination, what is destination? Destination all, because we don't know what actually service we can specify. What type of service we can enable? SSMP, we can HTTPS, we can do the DNS. Till now I think that is okay. If you require, then we can enable more things. This NAT should be enabled, and okay. So what is the configure? All the SMP, all the DNS, all the HTTPS. Now see, there is also a hit section and no hit till now. Okay, and the LAN also you can just put the all. all. So after we can enable that, we go to our system and ping. Now it is pinging. Great. We are troubleshooting 3 issues today. So this is a great progress. And it is work. This takes some time, but I definitely know that is going to work. That is going to work, no problem. And then when you go to the session table, you can show gate system session list, and you can see a lot of session generated now. Okay, earlier the session is not generated because there is no policy on that. When you can get policy, session is to be generated. So this is all about today's lab. Now the internet is working. So what we are doing today, we just enable the we can just basically we can enable the internet on the LAN zone through the firewall. Also we can source some CLI troubleshooting tools, and we can do the troubleshooting, 3 troubleshooting tasks. One is the router 1 is not able to access from the LAN, then router 2 is not, router 1 is not accessible to LAN, router 2 is not accessible to LAN. We can enable that. The internet is not working, then we can enable the internet. So basically this type of, basically the scenario may be different, but tools that you learn, that is very important. I think with using these tools you can able to troubleshooting any of the FortiGate connectivity. Thank you for watching, and I request you please subscribe my channel for further video. Next video will be on the Palo Alto. We are using the same type of topology in the Palo Alto and do the same type of lab. If you are interested on that, please subscribe.